So you mentioned this, but I wanted to spend a couple minutes just talking about your business and how you created it. So you have a subscription business. You guys should all be subscribers. $100 a year?
$10 a month, $100 a year.
How many subscribers?
A lot, more than
a lot. And who? That is a full living for you. That is a full business.
Yeah, I'd say it's more than a business.
Do you have other employees?
I don't.
Sole proprietor.
I'm looking to get someone just for like administrative stuff. But I mean, that's.
How did you create this? Is this something you planned on doing, or did you stumble into it?
I did. I started it with the plan of doing it, and my kind of market insight, as it were, is that there's so many people writing about technology, but they're all writing about products, and no one's really writing about the sort of business side.
What were you doing prior to this, before you launched this business?
I was working at Microsoft, and then I was so.
You thought, I would like to start a subscription business based around my writing.
Well, the audacity of hope, right?
Yeah.
I felt there was I don't know. I felt that there was insight, and I felt I had insight to offer that people would find valuable. And the key that makes this possible is all this bad stuff that's happening to current media companies who were built in the old model actually made what I was trying uniquely possible, because the internet enables niche in a massively powerful way where you can focus and be really good at one thing. And because you're not constrained to a geographic area, you can reach the entire world. I have subscribers in like 30 countries or something like that.
And you're based in Taiwan?
I'm based in Taiwan. And if you can get a niche and own it, you can do something valuable there. And the key thing though is the business models come with it. So it had to be subscription. To do an ad-based sort of business, you're just getting backed up behind Facebook and the New York Times like everyone else. And there's no way to sort of break through.
When did you start this?
So I started Stratechery in 2013, and then I went independent, started to pay the daily update in 2014.
And what's the funnel? Where are people coming to you from? How do you convert them?
So the way I think about it is I write 4 times a week. 1 is free and 3 are for pay. And I also have a podcast. And the free article, text spreads easily. It's very viral, right? So my weekly articles get a ton of readership. They get spread around, all that sort of thing. And so people, I try to make it, you notice I had all those hand drawings, for example, right? That's actually a purposeful strategy on my part. 1, I like doing them, but 2, it's very distinctive. And so people can come to my site, they recognize it. Maybe a few weeks later, they come there again, like, oh, I think I've been here before, this is good. Maybe they follow me on Twitter or on Facebook, whatever it might be. And then maybe eventually they're interested in the podcast and they can, oh, this guy sounds interesting. Podcasts kind of build this sort of relationship I've found between like listeners and the speaker where they feel like they know him a little more.
Yep.
And then they feel a little more trust. They're like, I want to, and they see like a link. Oh, he's writing about this. What does Ben say about this? And they click on it and pay all. I'm not going to pay $10 for the guy on the internet. But they hit that a few more times, and finally like, you know what? I'll try it. It's only $10. And then they go in and they do it. And now because they paid, I don't do a trial on a purpose because they've invested. So now they are motivated to read it every day. And now basically I have 1 month to get them in the habit of reading it every morning.
So you have this successful business, really awesome, sole proprietor. I'm sure that people have come to you and said, I know that what you're doing is cute and $10 a month is great, but listen, I work for mega VC firm, I work for mega whatever firm. We are going to make you our public intellectual. We're going to make you our merrymaker, and we are going to double, triple, et cetera.
I love merrymaker, just to be clear.
Yeah. And I bet she gets paid really well by Kleiner. And Andreessen hired a version of you, right? Benedict Evans, who had sort of again built himself up on Twitter, and they brought him in-house. That seems like a better life than having to schlep $10 a month subscriptions.
The difference, though, what people forget is people underestimate the scale of the internet. And I work hard, but the amount of work I'm doing today is the exact same amount of work I was doing 3 years ago. The only difference is my income is 100 times higher. And it's because that $10 scales, and it scales very, very well. And I'm glad those VC guys are interested, but they're also all subscribers. I can assure you of that.
I teed you up very well.